Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Ultimate Guide to Take Charge of Your Health webinar. I am excited to lead you into this webinar today. My name is Hannah Lecha, and I'm going to be facilitating today. I am an executive health coach, a leadership coach, a transformational retreat leader, and a speaker. And I am very, very passionate about health. My mission is to educate, inspire, and equip people to live a healthier and a more vital life. And you can reach me at info@healthylifestyle.co or give me a call if you are local and you are able to give me a call. And like I mentioned, really my mission is to educate as many that will listen on the fact that the body is designed to be healthy and vital, and that it has the innate ability to heal itself if given the proper tools and the roadblocks are taken away. So we are going to look at different ways that we can take those roadblocks away and that we can aid the body into really functioning optimally. And it's not my goal to make you dependent on me as a coach, but to teach you how your body works and support you to implement optimal lifestyle habits. So the goal is not to just lose weight, but the goal or prevent disease. The goal is to actually live an optimal, healthy lifestyle that you can continue really taking into your life. So let's get started. I want us to really look into health, because health is a crucial aspect of wellness and disease prevention. And when our bodies are functioning optimally, we feel better, we think more clearly, and we have more energy, and we actually look our best. So today I'm going to address all the different parts, the different elements that make up a healthy lifestyle. And in short, my intention is to really give you a guide that will help you to take charge of your health. And I want to share with you strategies for optimal health in terms of the body, the mind, and the soul, because you can't separate these three things. You cannot actually separate them. You cannot separate them, like I mentioned. And then I'm going to share with you the next steps. What can you do if you really want to dive deep into this healthy living lifestyle? And I'll share with you options of how you can actually get started into doing that. So I just want to take this moment to get your intentions. What are your intentions? So what I want you to do there in the chat box. So what I want you to do there in the chat box, I want you to type. I want you to type where you are calling in from, and share your intention of why are you here? Why did you register for this webinar? Why did you attend it when there are so many things that you could be doing? So just go to the chat box and type in there your name, where you are calling in from, and share your intention there. So I'm gonna give you 2 minutes to actually do that. So jump there to the inbox, to the chat box, and type there. If you are familiar with Zoom, the chat box is going to be there on the dashboard. On your dashboard, there's going to be a chat box. So I want you to go there and type there. Yes, type your name, where you are calling in from, and your intention. What do you hope to get from this webinar? What do you hope to get from this webinar? That's what I want to get from you. You are welcome. Yes, Wasakuteng, can you continue type and share with us where are you calling in from, and what is your intention from this webinar? What do you hope to get out of this webinar? So I've given you 2 minutes there to type. Okay, there we have Kalalo is calling in from Gaborone. Her intention is to learn about self-care, the mind, the soul, and the body. Okay, who else? There are quite a number of you here on the call. Can you just all type there on the chat box, share your intentions? Who else? I think someone just typed. Let's see where they are calling in from. Okay. There is Umkolo there also calling in from Gaborone. I've started being intentional about healthy lifestyle, eating healthy and exercise. I want to learn more about some of the things that I can incorporate. Well, great. You are going to learn about a lot of things that you can incorporate here. So you are in the right place. Umkolo. There is someone, Galaxy A2, that's Luda. I'm in Gaborone here to learn about how to explore the mind, body, and soul. You are in the right place, Luda. You will get a lot of strategies that you can implement. And the other one there, my name is, I always pronounce this wrongly, Lilo Mutuji from Palape. My hope is to get inspiration and guidance of how to start a healthy lifestyle this year. Okay, thank you so much for those who have actually shared there. We will continue, some will continue sharing while the webinar is on. So let us just move into the webinar. Okay, I'm gonna jump that. So let's move into the webinar. So like I mentioned, I've got so much to share today. I'm just going to jump right in. Health has got many definitions, quite a lot of definitions when we talk about health. But according to the World Health Organization, health is a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being, and not merely the absence of disease or infirmity. Merriam-Webster, on the other side, states that health is the condition of being sound in body, mind, or spirit. And this is one of the beliefs that I have, as a health coach. I believe that health is holistic. You can't separate it, And the meanings are pretty similar when you look at them. What I find interesting is when we discuss health, we typically only refer to the physical aspect most of the time, the tangible things that we can see. But because this is the ultimate guide to take charge of your health, we are going to cover all aspects of health. And I want you to tune in because we are going to go beyond the normal health that we deal with when we go to the hospital, where we are just looking at our body and what's working and what is not actually working. So we're going to start by really defining your journey. Amongst the most important discoveries that we have in life, you will make in your life, is finding your purpose. Perhaps some of you have already discovered their purpose, while others are still trying to define theirs. There is no problem. You will get there. Everyone is exactly where they are meant to be. But having a purpose leads to a clear value. This is important because having a purpose guides your life and helps you apply the correct processes, and actions to reach your goal. I like to say that you set goals that are in alignment with who you are. And purpose is unique for everyone, and here are some of the questions that may come up when you reflect upon your life purpose. Who am I? Where do I belong? When do I feel fulfilled? Try using this equation, by Richard Leider that said gifts plus passions plus values is equals to purpose. So by defining your gifts, passions and values, your purpose will become clear, it will become very, very clear. And then after you have identified your purpose, what you need to do then, the most is to really get out of your head, the most important aspect of wellness is learning, is mindfulness, learning to be present. We are always living in a state engrossed in obsessive thoughts about something that just happened or fretting about the future. It's normal, but it's not healthy. We all know that. We all have the ability to practice mindfulness, but like any skill, it takes practice. And if you are wondering what mindfulness is, here is a basic definition of mindfulness. Mindfulness is the basic human ability to be fully present, aware of where we are and what we are doing. Mindfulness is the basic human ability to be fully present, aware of where we are and what we are doing. With practice, mindfulness will allow us to become overly reactive or overwhelmed by what's going on around us. And guess what? Both science and experience demonstrate these positive benefits for our health, happiness, work, and relationships. And the ultimate goal with mindfulness is to be present in the moment, is to get out of living in your head and out there in the present. For example, taking time to pause and breathe when the phone rings instead of rushing to answer it. And there are many techniques, to get started with your mindfulness. You can actually get into meditation, where you start listening to meditation tapes or just practicing to be quiet. But you can start writing, you can journal. Journal is one way that actually encourages mindfulness. This is an excellent tool for health. The simple act of writing down your thoughts and feelings allows you to understand them more clearly. Anyone struggling with stress, depression, or anxiety can particularly benefit, because keeping a journal can help you gain control of your emotions and improve your mental health. And here are some of the benefits, health benefits of journaling. It reduces stress and improves immune function. It provides a mood boost. It keeps your memory sharp, and it evokes mindfulness. So in studies, if you look at the literature, the benefits are most significant when you are journaling at least 4 times a week. In my programs, I encourage my coaching clients to journal every day. I encourage them to incorporate it into their daily morning routine, so that they are journaling at least once in the morning, but can do it both in the morning and in the evening. So make it a habit to set aside a few minutes of your time in the morning and a few minutes of your bedtime for writing down your thoughts and feelings from the day. If you need a little motivation, buy a new journal or a pen that you'll be excited to use. That's what I do. In our retreats, everyone gets a journal. And that's where they really start beginning the practice of journaling and writing. And another powerful tool for taking charge of your health is continual learning. Just because it's continual learning, just because your school days are long gone doesn't mean learning has to stop. Learning something can be fun and leads to a sense of accomplishment and pride. And additionally, your brain chemistry changes and you can stave off dementia. According to an article in Psychology, learning is a core need for psychological well-being. Learning can lead us to build confidence and a sense of self-efficacy. So really there is a very high importance to learning, apart from the learning that we get at school. So the best part is you can learn whatever that you want. You can learn a new language and reward yourself with a trip where the language is spoken. You can learn a new hobby, painting, gardening, cycling, dancing, you can name it. You can learn so many things, Another option would be maybe to join a club or look for classes around you. And talking about new hobbies and all of those, one of the things that I've decided I'm going to do this year is to learn how to bike. So I want to ride a motorbike, I have always loved it. I have never ridden in my life. I don't even know how to ride a bicycle. That is moving. I only ride one at the gym, where I'm exercising. So I'm really excited and scared at the same time, because now I'm not going to even learn a bicycle. I'm going to learn a motorbike. So you can really learn something and start going there. And then, like I mentioned, optimal health is not just about losing weight, counting calories. It's about nourishing your mind, body, and soul. It's about finding, I don't like to use the word balance because it's so easy. I think it's finding harmony, Finding harmony is vital to cultivate your mind, body, soul, and connections. And yoga is a great physical way to strengthen these connections. And the practice of yoga teaches mindfulness through using the breath and helps you to be more in tune with your body. Other ways to achieve a healthy mind-body connection include mainly doing things we love, because we get so wrapped up in the tasks we have to complete throughout the day. The must, shoot. And we forget to schedule time for ourselves. Doing the things that you love gives you the opportunity to get in touch with your soul. You get out of your head and you get really into your soul. The other thing is you can take part in, you can go out in nature. Being in nature aligns you with something bigger than yourself. It surrounds you by life and ignites all the senses. This is why I love hosting retreats in very beautiful places, in natural environments, because just by being there, all the participant senses are just ignited by being in nature. And then another strategy is to get fit, be fit. You didn't expect to take a class about health and not discuss fitness. I don't think you did. So fitness doesn't have to mean hitting the gym 5 days a week. You don't want to challenge yourself. You do want to challenge yourself, but there are many ways to achieve this. And this is why I always tell my clients that it's not just about going to the gym. So if you are not able to maintain the gym, don't be too hard on yourself. Find something that will help you to become active. So do something that will help you to become active. One of the research that I got is that for most healthy adults, the Department of Health and Human Services in the US recommends getting at least 150 minutes of moderate aerobic activity for 75 minutes of vigorous activity every week, and strength training exercises for all major groups at least 2 times a week. And sometimes when we talk about aerobic and we talk about strengthening, people just think about the gym, but you can do those things at home. You can incorporate those things wherever you are, whether you are traveling or not. You can incorporate those. You can walk, just brisk walking, or you can do power walking where you are jogging and running at the same time. You can swim, you can mow the lawn if you've got a lawn, So those are other options. You can use a skipping rope and just skip. And strength training can include the use of weight machines, your own body weight, resistance pedaling in the water, or tips such as rock climbing. So there are so many ways of keeping fit and really doing. You need to just get creative, get out of the house and get creative, with your physical activity. Find something you enjoy and find a friend to work out with to help keep each other motivated. And then being fit also takes us to this. We are sitting most of the time, in our offices, we spend a lot of time sitting down. Get off your butt, Let's get off your butt. I think let's practice now. Wherever you are sitting now, take a minute to stand up and move around, a little bit. Stretch or march in place. Try a few shoulder rolls and turn your neck from side to side. So just stand up where you are and stretch, walk a little bit for a minute and get to see how you feel, because most of you are just from work now. So at work you have been sitting, and now you are also sitting attending this webinar. So it's very important that we reduce sitting time, because the more hours we sit each day, the higher our risk of metabolic problems, which can impact our health and longevity. Even if you achieve the recommended amount of daily physical activities, you don't want to really sit down for a very long time. Many health experts equate sitting to smoking regarding adverse health impact. So imagine if sitting down is equated to smoking, then it means there is something that's not right about it. And research has shown that the average adult spends 12 hours a day sitting. And physical inactivity is the fourth leading risk factor of global mortality. It means that sitting is the fourth risk factor for causing death. So I want you to take this to heart. It's a common misconception that exercise can compensate for too much sitting. This means you must get up and move regularly. Set an alarm if you need to and get up at least once an hour and do that. So what I do for me is I wake up early and I walk for 30 minutes every day. And it's a habit that I've now built in. Over the Christmas holidays, I had a group called the Healthy Holidays. We on Facebook every day we challenge ourselves to walk for 30 minutes, to drink 2 liters of water, to be mindful, and I really got to incorporate the movement, and I love it. You know, I love it. So that's what I want to continue doing. And then there are also other alternative therapies that I know most people think they are luxury. Most people think they are meant for other people and not for them. But who doesn't enjoy a nice relaxing massage? I know I'd get one daily if I could, but I try to at least do a body massage once in a month. And if I've worked hard, I do it twice. I just came from one. I went to Camelot Spa and had a hot stone body massage. So massage is an excellent form of self-care. You know, some noted health benefits of massage include stress reduction, lower blood pressure, muscle relaxation, improved circulation and posture, and a stronger immune system. So go ahead and treat yourself. If you have never been to a body massage, schedule it right now. You know, in your notes, write down that you're gonna go for a massage this coming February. You're gonna you're gonna go and book a massage and really give yourself some love, you know, so that you can really feel those benefits that I've just shared. And essential oils are also known for their powerful health benefits. Essential oils are nothing more than concentrated plant compounds so that have been extracted. Let's talk about the different methods for using essential oils. There are 3 primary uses. So topical, aromatic, and ingestion. So it means you can apply them on your body, or you can use them just for the smell. I love the smell, you know. Or you can eat them. You can use them to cook your food. You know, for topical use, we never want to apply pure oil to the skin. You need to dilute essential oil with a carrier oil like a coconut, almond, or virgin olive oil. You know, the general rule of thumb is 3 drops of essential oil per teaspoon of carrier oil. 3 drops of essential oil per teaspoon of carrier oil. And this technique is ideal for compresses, baths, and massages. So we can do aromatherapy massage where they use essential oils. And aromatic applications are used to inhale essential oil vapors, like in the diffuser that's on the picture there. So we are just gonna inhale that. So you can apply a few drops, you know, on an aromatherapy diffuser, on a cotton wool, or in a spray bottle with water. So, and then I just want to highlight that when you want to cook with essential oils, you have to be very, very careful, because not all oils are safe for ingestion. You know, the pure oils need to be diluted. Carefully read the label of your essential oils for indication of safe use when it comes to cooking with it or eating it. So I'm just going to quickly run through popular types of oils and their benefits. You can do your research further if you really want to explore them. We know that lavender is among the most commonly used and most studied. You know, it can really help you to relax and sleep. And when you breathe, it has been found to help with alleviating headaches. While the use of the oil topically may help reduce the itching and swelling from bug bites. So if you have been bitten by a bug, you can actually apply lavender oil. And then we have chamomile, which is great for calming the mind. It's good actually when you want to sleep. And it's equally useful on the skin, and it's been found to treat inflammation like eczema. So you can use that for that. And then there is frankincense is known for its digestive, antiseptic, and disinfectant properties. So you can use it as a disinfectant. And then we have grapefruit oil, which has antifungal properties, and it can help reduce harmful bacteria. And then my favorite is peppermint oil. It can help with headaches and indigestion. So there are so many. I just shared a few with you. You can really get to know them. Like in our long-term program, Natural Health Immersions, we actually dive deep into essential oils to study them and to recommend the ones that you can actually use. Sleep, sleep is another health aspect that is being undermined. I think over time, because of high achievement and lack of time, we have actually put sleeping on the back burner. We don't get enough sleep, but sleep is an essential aspect of health. I know that most of us don't get enough of it. Sometimes I'm also a culprit, when I'm working on deadlines and I don't get enough sleep. And for me, my body just tells me that something is off. We all know that it's recommended that the average person needs to sleep between 7 to 9 hours, a night. But this can be different for everyone. And not only does getting enough sleep offers a host of benefits, not getting the sleep you need increases your risk of numerous health conditions. So for those of you who are not sleeping, you are running into the risk of getting other adverse health conditions. And poor sleep is strongly linked to weight gain and a higher risk of type 2 diabetes, heart disease, and stroke. So those are things that you can get. So getting the sleep you need offers protective benefits. It allows your body and mind to rest, replenish your energy stores, reduce stress, and improves concentration and cognitive function. And it helps your body heal. The latest actually is where the latest research is showing that gut health is linked to the brain. So if you are not sleeping properly, your body doesn't have enough time to shut down, and your gut can be impacted. And once you start having a leaky gut, then you are going to start having other complications in the body. So you want to really create a bedtime routine, because it's helpful, it's useful to help signal your body when it's time to wind down. So it's recommended that you go to bed at the same time each night and get up at the same time each morning. Sleep in a dark, quiet, comfortable environment. Exercise daily, but not right before bedtime. Limit the use of electronics before bed. So you need to maybe log off your phones and your Wi-Fi and means at least 30 minutes or an hour before you go to bed. And find something to relax, either a warm bath or reading might help. Avoid stimulants like caffeine and alcohol and nicotine when you're about to sleep. And then staying hydrated is also a crucial aspect of maintaining health, which is why I said we were taking 2 liters, minimum 2 liters of water in the Healthy Holidays program. And staying hydrated is crucial for maintaining health, because it helps maintain the balance of the body fluids which are necessary for digestion, absorption, circulation, and creation of saliva, transporting nutrients and the maintenance of the body temperature. So you can consume water-rich foods as well, fruits, vegetables, soups, oatmeals, to really compensate on that, on the water that your body needs. So drinking enough fluids when exercising is vital for reducing muscle fatigue. So if you are exercising, it means you need to drink more water. And finally, water plays an essential role in removing toxins from your body via the kidneys and regulating bowel movements. So once you really take in a good amount of water, and you realize that your bowels will really move, will flow, they'll move effortlessly, and they won't be very hard, they will be very, very soft. So you want to really stay hydrated. And one of the best things you can do for yourself is to eat more fruits and vegetables, because that is where you can get your vitamins from. Fruits and veggies are packed with all the essential vitamins and minerals your body needs. They are essential because your body cannot make them like it can other nutrients. They are also fibrous to help support a healthy digestive system. And we all know that a diet high in fiber can also reduce your risk of bowel cancer. So according to myplate.org, health benefits of a diet rich in fruits and vegetables include a reduced risk for heart disease, including heart attack and stroke, obesity, and type 2 diabetes. They protect us against certain types of cancers. They lower blood pressure and reduce risk of developing kidney stones, and they help to decrease bone loss. And plant foods are also rich in antioxidants and phytochemicals, which offer a host of benefits from anti-aging to disease protection. So you can never go wrong when you eat fruits and veg, because that is where you are going to get your vitamins from and other nutrients. And this one is a controversial one where I'm going to say skip the supplements. And I'm saying this because supplements are intended for use as, are not intended for use as a food replacement. You know, nowadays we find the pharmaceutical industry, we find companies selling supplements, really encouraging people to replace their meals with supplements. They try to tell us how bad the food that we eat is so that we can run away to supplements. But really, there is nothing, there are no supplements that would really replace real food, honestly. Because when you're talking about supplements, you're talking about processed products that are processed from either the food that we eat or from some other substances. And how can something that is processed from a food replace a food, you know? And one of the reasons is because when you look at an apple, for example, it is packed with numerous vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, phytochemicals, and fiber. And you can't get all of that from a single supplement. So it means your supplements have to really include so many things for it to replace food. There are cases, however, where supplements will be beneficial alongside a nutritious diet. I want you to mark my words there. I'm not saying that supplements are useless. They are useful when you combine them with a nutritional diet. You know, for example, when women start moving beyond 35, beyond 40, or we need to maintain iron levels, you know, very high iron levels, and they can actually affect our, you know, our menstruation cycles and a lot of things when we start losing that iron. So we need to supplement with iron, but that doesn't mean that we need to stop eating and food with iron and just take it from the supplements. And one thing is that when you consider supplementing, it's important to know the difference between synthetic supplements and natural supplement. So be very intentional and be aware of what type of supplement are you taking. The issue with synthetic supplements is they are manufactured with chemicals and they do not come straight from their natural sources. They are made to mimic the way natural vitamins act in our bodies. And natural vitamins, on the other hand, are derived directly from plant material containing the vitamin, not produced in a test tube. So you need to be very, very mindful of that. You know, and more than 95% of all the vitamin supplements sold today fall into the synthetic category. This is why I suggest amping up your plant intake rather than supplementing if there is no medical need to do that. So if you've got medical reason to supplement, go ahead and supplement, but make sure you choose a natural supplement and you don't use the synthetic ones only. And then the next strategy is to stay well. One of the most overlooked ways of taking charge of your health is merely keeping up with annual screening. You know, having your blood pressure, blood glucose, and cholesterol levels checked regularly is an essential method of detecting your risk of certain disease. Women should be screened for cervical and breast abnormalities annually, while men need to have their prostate glands checked. And I know that with women, women are doing a good job in trying to get up to date with their cervical and breast checkups. But for men, very few men do the prostate glands checkups. And this is where I want to amp the volume that for the men who are here in the webinar, make sure you get your prostate glands checked, you know. And both men and women should also have regular colorectal screens to reduce the risk of colon cancer. So colorectal screen is where they screen the rectum to see if there are any signs of colon cancer there. So don't think of your doctor as a place to go when you are sick. Instead, see your doctor to remain well, you know. And then the next part is the dentist. Check your smile. That is another underutilized preventive measure is regular dental cleanings. And actually, this has got far-reaching consequences. I am a testimony to that because from a very, very early age, I had my teeth removed, and some were filled and some were removed completely. And some years back, I think about 3 years back, I noticed that my face was kind of getting smaller, you know, the cheeks there, and they were falling in where I do not have any teeth. And I told my dentist, he didn't believe me at the beginning. So I realized that I've had those gaps for a very long time. So now my skin is falling in because they are not to support the skin. And that is not all it at all. When I went last year for my checkup, the dentist realized that my whole teeth have moved. They have shifted because of the space that I've had for a very long time without teeth. My whole teeth have actually shifted. So I may need to go and fill those gaps, or I may need to put braces to correct all of them. And that is something that I'm still digesting, because braces are not child's play. My daughter, we had them from age 15, 16. She removed them last year at age 17. And it wasn't easy keeping up with those braces. So I'm just to decide whether to go and fill so that they stop moving, or to go and put braces. So really, the dentist may be your first line of defense, because your mouth is a window into what's going on in the rest of your body. It often serves as a valuable vantage point for detecting the early signs and symptoms of systematic disease such as diabetes. So your dental x-rays can signal bone loss, which can be missed during a routine medical physical. And secondly, our mouth are susceptible to infection when not cared for correctly. And while this may escalate to or be associated with poorly controlled diabetes, cardiovascular disease or preterm birth can arise from not taking proper care of your teeth. So when we have a beautiful smile, fresh breath, and we keep our teeth clean, you find that we are maintaining and achieving optimal health, which we cannot do except through the mouth, or otherwise it's gonna really affect everything. And then one thing that I noticed there recently, I wasn't aware of, and I feel that most people are not aware of, is the impact of clutter in our lives, you know. And you may be wondering how decluttering can have any health benefits. Well, let me tell you, because psychologists are starting to recognize that clutter can have a detrimental effect on your mental and physical health. Clutter can lead to sensory overload for an already taxed brain. So the stress caused by the sight of clutter can lead to anxiety and reduce your quality of sleep. A clean space is more conducive to productivity and creativity. So a messy house can cause chaotic mornings, you know, and you need to get organized to avoid having to search frantically for your keys, your wallet, or your purse when you go out. And get rid of things that you don't need. You know, it offers a variety of benefits. Not only will you feel lighter and more detached, but you can also pad your wallet by selling your stuff. Or even easier, you can donate it to the needy. You know, I know that my younger sister did that in December. She partnered with other people and her friends, and they took all their unused clothes and themselves and their kids, and they went to donate them in a nearby village to a needy community. So if you have a ton of clutter, don't let it overwhelm you. You know, take a few minutes a day and do one room or a drawer at a time. And interestingly, we do have a program. It's called Clutter Cleans, where we take 14 days to declutter, you know, our whole life. I'll share that at the end of the program. So we do have that. You can actually declutter, and you can also bring someone in to help you declutter. There are people who are doing that in different parts of the world. Where I am in my country, in Botswana, I have a client, Masero Mbaiwa, who does that. She will declutter your house, and she also does interior design. And I also have another client who is a personal stylist. She also would go there and also declutter your wardrobe, you know, remove what you don't need. Her name is Marang Pila. So if you need someone, I can connect you to people who can actually help you declutter your house, declutter your wardrobe, so that both of those are decluttered. And as a coach, I can help you declutter your mind, your brain, because it also gets decluttered when you've got so many things that are not actually completed. So really, you definitely need to do that and work on that. And then the other thing that you can declutter is strategy is to detox. Is to detox your body, detox your life. And I call it aiding your detox because this is something that is happening naturally. I will spend a few more minutes talking about this because it's very, very vital. It's very, very important. So I will quickly go through it and share with you why you need to detox. But before I talk about detoxing, let's look at what toxicity is. Where does the toxin come from? So let's just quickly define that. There are two medical distinctions of toxicity: the degree to which a substance, either a toxin or poison, can cause harm. And there are two types. There's acute toxicity, which involves harmful effects in an organism through a single or short-term exposure. So here there is a very short-term exposure and it doesn't cause much harm in the body. But then we have chronic toxicity, and this is where a substance or a mixture causes harmful effects over an extended period of time, usually upon repeated or continuous exposure. And sometimes it lasts for the entire life of the exposed organism. And this is the one that is detrimental to the body. So before I get into detox, let me just demystify detox. This is one of the things that has so many fads that you can find even on the internet. You know, when you Google, everyone is saying something about detox. So I just want to quickly look at those different myths and demystify them. The first myth is that a fast or restrictive diet will jumpstart your weight loss. You know, the scale may tell you that your weight has gone down, but the truth is that most of the diets that are used to detox, whether it's the juice or the smoothie or the shakes, they will help you drop a few pounds, but that will be water and not fat. And also, super restrictive diet are hard to maintain, so your weight will likely creep back. So you are going to get that yo-yo effect where your metabolism is going up and down, and this may cause the risk of heart attack and stroke. And then the second myth is that fruit and veggies are more nutritious than food. You know, when we juice, we remove many of the nutrients in the foods, and particularly the fiber, and we leave only sugar in the form of fructose. And fructose has been shown to increase levels of triglycerides, you know, fat particles in your blood, which may increase your risk of heart disease. So if you consume mainly liquefied fruits and vegetables, you miss out on the fiber, protein, vitamins, and minerals other healthy food provides. So the bottom line is for you to eat fruits and vegetables and other whole foods. You can still detoxify by eating them. The third myth is that detoxing can be a quick fix for overindulgence. And recently I saw someone advertising on Facebook and said, if you overindulge over the whole day, then it's time to detox. The truth, the truth is that no juice blend or shake will help you rebound from too many cookies, cocktails, junk food, alcohol. No, will it get your gut, kidney, or liver function back on track? Because remember I mentioned that the detoxing process is natural. Our body is equipped to take care of that through the skin, through the kidney, and through the liver. So we may believe that detox diets can flush impurities and toxins out, but the body actually relies on the liver, the lungs, the kidneys, the skin, and the digestive system to remove toxins and waste. So if you are in good health, this natural detox system will work just fine. You won't need to be helping it. But because we have actually compromised our health, we need to help the natural system do that. And then the fourth myth is that feeling lightheaded means your detox is working. So when people embark on a detox process and they start feeling like they are having headaches or they are not feeling well, sometimes they say, no, that is when it's really working now. But restrictions can leave you feeling worse than you did before. Because once you deprive your body of the calories and nutrients it needs to function, it can trigger energy loss, dizziness, moodiness, and serious complications like electrolyte and sugar imbalances. And this may lead to other bad eating habits. The fifth myth is that detox are a miracle cure. You know, a plan that claims to eliminate chronic pain, raise disorders or cause high blood pressure, presume that is good, too good to be true. You know, most trendy detox diets can interfere with medications and may cause dehydration, vitamin and mineral deficiencies or muscle loss. So the bottom line is that stay away from trendy detox diets, especially if you have chronic conditions. Instead, just do natural detox processes where you are just eating real food and staying away from processed food. And so the truth, because I shared those 5 minutes. So what is the truth? The truth is that your body is way better at detoxing than any detox diet, juice, or tea will ever be. Because your body is designed with mechanism to filter out toxins and remove waste. Your liver and kidneys filter what you take in and get rid of waste when you go to the bathroom through the digestive system. When your body is operating optimally, your body's own personal cleaning system gets rid of the unnecessary stuff so you can flush it away naturally. Your body can do this. As long as you are giving it some love, you are giving it the right food, you are giving it a good sleep, you are mindful. So if you do all of those strategies that I shared, exercise, eating healthy, being mindful, sleeping well, if you take all of those and you do them, your body is going to operate optimally. And so your body's own personal cleaning system will get rid of the unnecessary stuff so you can flush it away naturally. So the ultimate goal for someone who wants to live a healthy lifestyle is to really bring all those things together so that they are able to function optimally, and they won't need to really push the body very hard in order to maintain a healthy lifestyle. So that is what you would really want to do. So for me, I normally talk about a complete life detox. When I talk about detoxing, that you are going to detox your healthy body, you're going to eat healthy, you're going to take care of your skin, you're going to take care of your home, So there are a lot of things that you are going to be able to do. And so there are things that you can do to amplify or improve your body's detoxing powers. Research chemicals in your cleaning products and body lotions and minimize toxin-laden products. And I was reading an article in Destiny that showed that nowadays people are moving more and more into natural skincare products. So they don't want processed skincare products. Eat more organic food, eat more real food than processed food, drink fluids, water, herbal teas without caffeine, water-rich food like melon and cucumbers, exercise, and dietary such as avoiding meat, high carbohydrates or sugar, and eat a wide range of vegetables and fruits. So you're going to look at your whole body, life detox, like a healthy body, eating healthy, true beauty, taking care of your skin, your home, decluttering your home, your life, decluttering your life and your brain, And this natural detox is something that I do at my retreats. From day one, we start eating real food. So we start detoxing before I even tell the participant that we are detoxing. But we do a complete detox where it's real food. We are drinking water, we are drinking herbal teas, we are putting in lemon. So there are no juices, there are no fizzy drinks, there are no processed food, there is no alcohol, and we get time to rest, we sleep, we do meditation. So those 4 or 5 days, we completely detox naturally, without any additives. So the goal of any detox program is to help boost the body's natural cleansing process. So you stimulate the liver to drive toxins from the body. You promote elimination through the intestines, kidneys, and skin. You promote elimination through intestines. You improve the circulation of the blood. You refuel the body with healthy nutrients. And I just talk about symptoms that you exhibit if your body is intoxicated. Some of the symptoms that you may exhibit are headaches, depression, your blemished or irritated skin, when you start seeing pimples and all, blackheads and all of those things. That's a sign of too much toxin in the body. Acid reflux, diarrhea or constipation, bloating, extra weight, cravings of sugar and all junk food, being tired all the time, mental confusion, unexplained fatigue, you just find yourself tired, having too many allergies, the sign of too much toxicity in the body, low-grade infection, puffy eyes or bags under the eyes. For us Black people, you may see that there's a black line under your eyes or around your whole eyes. It means there's inflammation. Menstrual problems, trouble sleeping, you can't sleep properly, inflammation. You know, there is so much. Those are some of the symptoms. You can check, cross-tick what you experience in your own life. And another thing is, apart from bloating, is that bad smell when you are in the bathroom. If you find that when you leave the bathroom, no one wants to get into the bathroom, then you know there is a problem. So your gut has been infected. You know, you need to heal the gut. And there are so many benefits of detoxing. You get clearer skin. It reduces your weight, you know, naturally and consistently. Increased immunity, lessens cravings, food intolerance relief, improved clarity and sense of well-being, elimination of excess waste, and you get more energy. And let's look at what are the top offenders that are responsible for the toxins in our body. So the top offenders can be external factors, which is non-food toxins, chemicals in clothing, furniture. And talking about furniture, you know, this morning we are actually moving offices. We have moved from our current office. We are going to a new office. So we are still partitioning and doing all the setup. So for the past 2 weeks, we have been working from home. My team and I have been working from home. So I turned my dining room into an office temporarily. And so this morning, when my house helper was cleaning, after she cleaned, she felt like there was something smelly. So she didn't notice. I sensed it. So I poured some lemongrass essential oil on a tissue and put it in the room. But for her, what she thought was to come and spray. So she took some Cobra, you know, that she uses to clean the surface and the glasses. So I caught her spraying Cobra in the room, and I stopped her and said, no, you can't. Say, no, it's smelling nice. I said, no, it's not about nice. That nice comes with an excess baggage of toxins. So we don't want to spend the whole day in a room with those toxins. So I removed that and increased the dose of the essential oils, brought in lavender, and I brought in lemongrass to just try and dilute that. So our cleaning chemicals, some of them are also full of toxins and pesticides, the ones that are used to grow the food that we eat. And then internally, we've got sugar and all its substitutes. We've got gluten, the one that we get from bread and some pastas, caffeine, the common one from the coffee and from the other drugs and sodas. We have dairy, it's also not good because of what the animals are fed. Then meat is very heavy, which slows down the digestion in the body. Processed foods, very bad for us. Sodas, I talked about that, and talk about sugar, nicotine from smoking. So there is just so much. And what can you get if your body has loads of toxins and is not able to flush them out? You can have cardiovascular disease, you know, the common one, high blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, you can become obese, some types of cancer. We've talked about the colon cancer as well, osteoporosis. So there is a lot, and we all know that processed food are not food, they are far removed from food. They are made from ingredients. So that is why their effects are very bad. They are very high in sugar, they're high in artificial ingredients, they've got flavor enhancer chemicals, and refined carbohydrates are the ones responsible for rapid spikes in blood sugar and insulin level. So anytime you eat food that are highly processed, your sugar level is going to keep on going up and down like a yo-yo. So 1 minute you are high, you are energetic. 10 minutes later you are down, you need a pick-me-up, you take another sugar or another processed food. So the whole day you are fluctuating between up and low. That's what processed food and sugar will do for you in your body. And because processed foods are engineered for overconsumption, they can lead to addiction. So most of them are addictions. And the truth is our bodies are not designed to handle this massive amounts of salt, sugar, and unhealthy fats in our body. So that is why we find ourselves in trouble. And meat is one of those areas where toxins accumulate because they are fed, they are fed those steroids, they are injected so that they grow very quickly and very fast. So that's one big source of toxins is that. So if you detox from animal products, meat and dairy, you reduce inflammation, you lower blood cholesterol levels, and you rebalance your gut bacteria into the good one. And if you don't know why meat is not good for you, especially red meat, it slows down digestion, it clogs down the bowels, and it breeds harmful bacteria in the gut. So it kind of replaces the good bacteria. So that is why you find that meat and dairy fall on the bad side when it comes to health in the body. The same as the byproducts of dairy, the milk, the cheese, and those they are acidic to the body. So they reduce cell function and they lower the detoxification process. So you really want to go low on them if you want to live a healthy lifestyle. So maybe someone is thinking, no, Hannah, now everything you are saying is not food. So what is food? Okay, there are non-toxic foods. So you can replace sugar with stevia. Stevia is made from leaves that have sugar capabilities, sweet. Green food, all the green vegetables and fruits. Water, you can add lemon, vitamins, legumes, beans and all those nuts and seeds, herbal teas. I put the vegetables there. So once you start really ingesting them, a lot is going to happen. And that is why my retreats, you find that people, when they come back, if they've never been eating healthy, they come back and their face is glowing, they lose weight effortlessly. Masero is one of my clients who went to the Sokopmund retreat last year in May. And since she has come back, she has lost about 5 kg and she's still going on. And her glow is amazing. And in this recent retreat in January, we had another client, everyone was saying, wow, your glow, you are glowing. But just 4 days from being a natural health detox, no shakes, no juicing, no smoothies, just a natural, detox. I'm going to start to talk about a lot of the detox program. I'm just going to run quickly through it. You need to know why you are detoxing. There are short-term detox, like 3 days to a month, 3 to 7 days juice fast, maybe drinking only vegetable and fruit juice. And then there are long-term detox programs where you do a simple fruit and veggie detox, smoothie cleanse, juice cleanse, sugar detox, hypoallergenic detox. Like next month, I'm going to do a sugar detox challenge. So where 5 days of gradually removing sugar, so that eventually after 5 days, we have really cut down on sugar, or you are kissing sugar goodbye forever. So that's one thing that I'll share on my platform. So look out for that sugar challenge. It's going to be free, so everyone can participate in that sugar detox challenge. But the best approach really is not trying to do those diets and those shakes and those smoothies. Is to establish a healthy lifestyle by making dietary and lifestyle changes. It means avoiding meats, refined carbs, and toxic sweeteners, eating a variety of fresh fruits and vegetables, drinking fluids, water, herbal teas, or eating rich foods, exercising, regulating stress and energy, using all the alternative therapies that I talked about, homeopathy, massages, essential oils, herbal soaps, meditation, in order to be mindful. So those are some of the things that we can actually use, so that we now move away from diets and move towards adopting a real healthy lifestyle that will take you a longer way than just doing those short-term detox and diets that are all over social media. So your choice really would be to, how do I get started in living a healthy lifestyle? What is it that I can do, because we have learned that the body goes into a cleansing mode to remove self-accumulated toxins, but we need to actually help it somehow, by removing a lot of overload from it. So it means you need to set an intention. You need to set an intention that you are going to change your lifestyle, and decide what do you want to achieve. You may want to reduce your weight. You may want to get rid of those headaches that keep on coming afternoon. After lunch, there are those headaches. So sometimes you wake up with them. You want to have more frequent and less painful bowel movements. You don't want to be fighting every time you go to the bathroom. Less bloating. You want to de-stress. You want to get more energy. You want to have more clarity, less brain fog, and you want to have clearer, glowing skin. Who doesn't love a glow? Everyone wants to have their face glowing. And I always say that the face is one of those things that doesn't lie. So you can claim to be well and healthy, but your face is going to sell you off, honestly. Your face is the one that's going to tell you that you are tired, that you have not slept properly, and that you have not rested enough. So it will always show you that there is something that is not right, and you need to do something about it. So one of the best way of really getting into a healthy lifestyle and detoxing is start by preparing. There's a common saying that says, by failing to prepare, you are preparing to fail. So one of the most important things you can do to prepare is to clean out your kitchen of all toxic foods. Go through your pantry, refrigerator, cabinets, basket, to remove anything that is processed, anything that is sugary, anything that is caffeinated, and letting go is a great feeling. You can donate unopened foods to a friend or food pantry if you don't want to throw things away. So you start by taking measurements before you begin. Depending on what your goal is, you're going to measure. If it's weight loss, you measure your waist. If it's migraine, you map the intention of the headaches. If it's more frequent and less bad movements, you check them. What did you eat and how did you feel? You gotta really start somewhere if you are to measure the progress. And like I mentioned, you start with the kitchen. So you're gonna clean your kitchen, remove anything that you don't need, have your menus, gather recipes that are clean, and create a shopping list, journal for clarity, stress and internal. And all of these things, we have a program, it's called Natural Health Immersion. This is where we do all of these things. We teach you, share with you meal plans, we share with you the right type of food, the right food to avoid. We share with you tools to be mindful. So we do all of those things that I shared, those therapies. We guide you into how to actually bring them into your life. You plan and schedule your exercise, your meal, your cookings, your self-care routines. You take time to slow down, meditate, pray, and create quiet time. And when I talk about getting rid of the food that you don't need, in 2018, one of the participants at the retreat, it was just after Christmas, she had participated in a pool of food. So they were contributing money throughout the year to buy food, and she had tons and tons of food that she didn't need, she realized were not healthy. So instead of saying she's going to eat all of those things and finish them, her conscience didn't allow her to go eat those. So with her new level of awareness, her conscience did not allow her to go and consume those food again. So she donated all the unopened food, went out on a shopping spree and bought healthy food in the home. And the whole family started now embarking on this healthy eating and healthy exercise, so that eventually they would live a healthy lifestyle. So you want to do that. You want to stock your pantry with the real food, and then you get to enjoy food. Living a healthy lifestyle doesn't mean that you are going to starve yourself. It's not about counting calories or not eating. You may choose to fast, but once you eat healthy, there's no need to do those things, honestly, because you are going to enjoy your food. You're going to eat your nuts and seeds. You're going to enjoy your healthy soups, your butternut soups, tomato soups. You're going to do your smoothies and juices. on a regular basis, not just to try and lose weight with them. You're gonna eat the healthy fats. You know, originally we were told that all fat was bad, but that was not true. You know that there are a lot of healthy fats, which is the coconut fats, the olive oils, you know, the grape seeds oils. There's quite a huge variety of healthy oils. You eat them. You're gonna eat until you are full. You eat all the rainbow colors, you know, that you can ever get, and you will never go wrong, really, honestly, if you are just eating real food in the rainbow spectrum, you know. And you can see there are no fried chips there, there are no fries there, there are no macaronis and spaghettis there. So anything that is really processed is what's going to hit your gut. So there's no need for calorie counting if you are eating healthy, really. You don't need to be measuring food and doing all of those things that you can maintain on a long-term basis. You can do it, but the question is, for how long are you going to be measuring your food and counting the calories? This is something that is not really sustainable for you to do. So you're not going to do that. And then hydrate, like I mentioned, make sure you drink a lot of water. And if water feels like it's not tasty for you, you can add a hint of mint, you can add a hint of lemon, and all of a sudden the water becomes tasty, you know. And starting every morning with a glass of warm lemon and water has been found to stimulate digestion for the day and clear the body of any toxins that may have settled in the digestive tract overnight. So you can even drink chilled lemon water throughout the day. What we do at our retreat is we have jars that we fill with, we infuse with fruit, we infuse with lemons, with mint, and throughout the day we are drinking this water. So there's nothing like I want a soda, I want a Coke or a cola. No, we are just drinking that infused water. And there are so many benefits of drinking lemon water. It supports immune function, it alkalizes the body. Remember, we eat so many acidic things. It aids digestion, it clears the skin, and it promotes healing. So this is really something that you can actually do. Start every morning with a glass of warm lemon and use it to stimulate the digestive tract, and then drink iced lemon water throughout the day. And I've shared the function that it supports immune function, alkalizes the body, aids digestion, clears skin, and it promotes healing. So just a recap, you know, of what I shared with you. Going back to what I shared, I know I shared a lot of information within a short period of time, but here's a quick recap of everything we discussed today. We talked about your purpose, how to set it and how it helps. We talked about practicing mindfulness. We talked about avoiding living on autopilot, journaling, writing to get mindful. We talked about expanding your knowledge by learning something new, connecting your mind, body, and soul, getting fit, avoiding sitting for long periods of time, treating yourself to a massage, trying to use essential oils, getting more sleep, staying hydrated, eating more plant foods, checking your supplements, whether they are synthetic or they are natural, or whether you really need to supplement or just to eat real food. Keeping up with wellness visit. You don't need to just go to the doctor when you are sick. You need to do your checkups. If you are a woman, you need to do your cervical and breast test. If you are a man, you need to do the prostate glands check-ups. Okay, there is a hand there, up there. I will attend to you. And then seeing a dentist, decluttering both your space, your house, your wardrobe, your mind, detoxing your life, and detoxing your body. So there is quite a lot that we actually talked about. So let's see. There was a hand. Lilo, was your hand up? Okay, I just unmuted you there, I think, Lilo. Okay, I'm trying to unmute you there. Can you unmute yourself that side, Lilo? I saw your hand up. I don't know if it was an accident or what, but your hand was up. Okay, if you can't unmute, okay, hello?
Hello?
Yes?
Can you, it was an accident, but I have a question anyway. How are you, Coach?
Can you increase? I can't hear you properly.
Let me type on the chat box.
Yeah, I think it's just a matter of the volume.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, it's very, very faint. Very, very faint. Okay, can you, yeah, continue? But you can hear me well.
I can hear you. Let me type on the chat box or QA.
Okay, no, I think can you continue? I'll tell you if you should go to the chat box.
Okay. What I would like to know is all this what you have listed. Like you said, you can start by maybe self-care and all the likes. For me right now, all that list, I try to do all that, but it feels like it's overwhelming. Where can I start? Like for instance, food, maybe we can talk about eliminating sugar.
I think you have gone down again. Maybe just type so that I don't miss anything, you know.
Okay, let me type on the chat box.
Okay, Omukolo, are you saying she's clear or I am clear? Because I can't hear her properly. That's why I wanted to know if you can hear me, but I think if it was me, you could have long told me that you can't hear me. So I will wait for her to type on the chat box, and then I will respond. So I was just recapping, all of those things that I've talked about. So while she is typing, I can continue and. Okay, they're saying Lilo is clear. Maybe it's me. I don't know what's happening. Let me check if it's me. Okay, so I think Lilo can try again. I've increased my volume, so I may be able to hear her. So Lilo, can you try again there? Unmute yourself that side. Yes. Okay.
Oh, you can hear me, I hope.
Yes.
Okay. In briefly, what I'm saying is I feel overwhelmed with all this information. So what I'm saying is, where exactly can I start? Can I start? Let's say food. Can I do a little bit of elimination of sugar and the rest? Maybe can follow. Then self-care, maybe do a little bit of exercise, and then maybe incorporate all this slowly. But then how do I start?
Okay, I will share the first steps that you can start taking. But like you are mentioning, for all of you who are listening to this, either on the line or you are going to be watching this recording, you don't have to do all of these things at once. You start small and incorporate them one step at a time until you gain mastery. So you start one habit. Once you are really good at it, you have mastered it, you then introduce others. But I'll share with you how you can bring them in. You can bring one from all the different elements. We talked about mindfulness. We talked about exercise. We talked about food. So there would be food, there would be exercise, there would be mindfulness, there would be writing. Those are 4 things that you can all do at once. You can start exercising, eating healthy, being mindful, and journaling. Those you can do. The important thing is to choose exercises or activities that you love, that are not stretching you. So exercising could be just walking every day, for 30 minutes, for an hour, depending on what time you have. Eating healthy would be replacing one processed meal with a real meal. Mindful would be spending 10 or 15 minutes in the morning being clear or meditating, or just journaling. So some of those things, there is a way of incorporating them. So I'll share the next steps and how you can get support to do that. And I found that having support and having other people doing it together becomes much easier. So I've seen that during the healthy holidays, and a lot of people have really shared how that has helped them. You know, some have lost weight, you know, a lot of weight just by doing those basic things. They're not really going overboard, like trying to do so much at a go. So the goal is really consistent. It's choosing what you want to start with and becoming very, very consistent on doing it, because consistency compounds. So, and once it compounds, then it gives you permission when you see the result to go out and start doing other things again that maybe you were not doing before. So that is where I would say you would really start. But like I've talked about many things, like we were saying, where do you start? So normally I suggest that, so the question is, what's next? You know, you have learned so much, so what do you do? So, you know, the most common thing you know is when you learn something, you need to implement it, you know. And there are many ways of implementing. You can do it on your own. You can go sit down, watch this recording, take notes slowly, and start implementing what I shared. Because it's only when you start sharing and doing it that change is going to happen. You know, Maxwell Maltz said the self-image is changed not by intellect or knowledge alone, but by experiencing. It is not the child that is taught about love, but the child that is experienced love that goes into a healthy, happy, well-adjusted adult. The same thing. We learn so much. You know, the biggest gap is the gap between knowing and doing. We learn so much, but we do very, very little. So it's only when we start doing, applying what we have learned, that we see results. So one, you can implement, do it on your own, or you can do it along, allow me to guide you and others into doing it. And there's actually the value, there's value in having a coach or accountability partner. It has shown that if you hear of an idea, the probability of completing it is 10%. If you consciously decide to adopt the idea, the chance of completing is 25%. If you decide when to act, it's 40%. If you design a plan to act on the idea, 50% chances of completion. If you make a commitment to another person to implement the idea, 65% chance of completion. And if you have a specific accountability appointment with another person related to implementing the plan, there are 95% chances that you will complete whatever that you have started. And I know I've seen it in my group coaching programs. I've seen it in the Healthy Whole Day programs. A lot of people who had never exercised consistently used that whole December and the first week of January to really build in healthy habits and start adopting a good, healthy lifestyle. And I know that we have some, I think, who are here who are in the Healthy Holidays. I'll give them the opportunity to share their experience from there. So the first thing, where can you start? You can start by aiding your detox. Remember, I mentioned that your body is designed to naturally eliminate toxins. But once we overload it with toxins and don't give it the space to detox, then we are going to start having all these different ailments and inflammations. So the first thing you can do is to aid your body to detox. And you can do it. There are so many ways, like I mentioned. You can get all the teas and the detox and the shakes and whatever that's there in the market. But I am an advocate of natural health. So you can do it all natural, you know. And we have a 12-day detox natural program that can help you do that. And from the detox, like I mentioned, from the detox in my retreats, you get clearer skin, lose weight, increase immunity, you kill all the cravings of junk food and sugar, no more food intolerances, no more bloating and puffing the whole day, improve that sense of well-being, and cleans away excess weight, and you have more energy to do the things that you love. More energy means more productivity at work, more energy, more time, more energy to play with your kids, to be with your family. There are so much that you can do. And we have this program, it's 12 days, natural detox, all using natural products, and it's valued at $97, which is equivalent to 1,100 kula. But for a limited time, it's $45 US, which is equivalent to 550 kula. And this is limited. The offer is valid until the 31st of January. Then the price goes back to $97 US or 1.1 in VW kula. So you can access this at our website. It's https /healthylifestyle.co/12-day detox. So that's where you can access that, so that you can purchase that online directly from the website. And if you are having any challenges, you can email us at support@thathealthylifestyle.co, and we will send you a payment link so that you can pay off the website. But you can use that link to make payment. And that is 12 days. So maybe you are wondering, what can 12 days do? So doing that detox actually in 12 days can really do quite a lot, for you. But you need to maintain that. So you need to replace the foods, gradually, because after 12 days, you are going to be lighter, happier, healthier, and cleaner. And to maintain these feelings and benefits, it is important that you make lifelong changes. So it means that you continue doing some of those changes that you have made in your diet and in your life. And that is why I believe that you need to make healthy living a lifestyle and not something that you rush to when you are sick or not well. You don't want to be like a crisis detoxer. Someone where you start seeing pimples, you start seeing your belly becoming big, you run detox 12 days, then you get better, then you sit again, you start being bloated, you start having headaches, you start seeing your stomach expanding because your gut is leaking, and then you run to detox. No, you want to implement that and adopt it as a lifestyle. And this is where our Natural Health Immersion program comes in. This is 365 days of support, mostly on natural health. It's gonna take care of your sleep, take care of your mindfulness, take care of your meals. You will get meal plans, you will get a shopping list of what food to buy, and you will get guidance of how to substitute and replace. So it's going to walk you one day at a time, step by step, to eliminate, replace, eliminate and replace. And it's going to give you that support from other members doing it. It's going to give you the accountability that you need to get it. It's going to give you relevant, up-to-date medical health. And this program is physician approved, dietitian approved. So it is a program that has actually been recommended, and it's an international and a global program that you can do from wherever you are. You don't need to be in Botswana, you don't need to be in Zambia. Wherever you are, you can actually plug into this program, and it will change your life forever. It's transformation. Because like I mentioned, health is more than just weight control and exercise. The membership will make a difference in every area of your life, And this is one of the first programs of its kind to give you this kind of support of wellness and medical expertise and fun, and have fun while doing it. We are going to be looking at it's all natural, focusing on your human needs, your mindfulness, your happiness, your relationships, your environment, your career, your recreation, your learning, and your physical wellness. So you'll have modules designed around clean foods, daily movement, environment, coaching into your relationships, and really targeting the holistic you, your body, your mind, and your soul. And this is a 12-year membership that when you join, you pay a monthly fee of $45, which is around $500. That's 500, 550. If you are paying in Pula, you will do the conversion, but it's around $45. So you can really immerse yourself in a natural, healthy lifestyle for a total life transformation. You will receive the support of a health coach and healthcare professionals dedicated to your success, delicious recipes, meal plans, and tips, focused courses on self, personal growth, clarity, goal setting, and more. You will really get a lot out of this. And what is even more amazing about this program is that there are 4 other courses that are inbuilt in it. Remember, I talked about the all-day natural detox. When you join Natural Health Immersion, you get to detox 4 times in a year, and you get to do gut health. Like the latest trend shows that the gut, the dynamics, the balance and imbalance of your good bacteria and bad bacteria in the tummy, in the stomach, actually affects your whole well-being, even in your mind. It goes to the brain. So there is so much interesting research about gut health. So we will do gut health. And then we will cleanse. We talked about clutter and its effects. So we get to clutter, your house. And we do 28 days of mindfulness where we practice mindfulness. We do different ways of being mindful. We meditate, we journal. We bring all of these things together. Within a year, we have incorporated a lot of these habits. And if you join this membership as a Charter of Founder member, as the first people to join it, for a limited time, you can join at $32, which is around 350 pula. It means every month you will be billed 350 pula for 12 months. And this offer is valid until the 3rd of February 2020. And you can access that link. You can type it, you can write it down, https://thathealthlifestyle.co/natural-health-immersion/. So if you go there, you can access that at that special price. And the offer is valid until the 3rd of February. So what does this mean? It means that you want to be the healthiest that you can be, because the healthier you are, the better you will perform. When you value your health and fitness, there's always time to make time for it. People always say, I'm busy, I'm busy. You are only as busy as how you value your health. If you really value your health and your life, you will create time for that. So right now, it means you've got two options. If you are not ready to make a long-term commitment, the first place to start is the all-day, natural 12-day detox. You can just join the one-time detox at $45 or 550 pula. It starts in February. We will do it. It's done virtually. You don't need to go and attend elsewhere. So you can do this detox wherever you are in the world, at the comfort of your home. And then if you want to now take it for the long haul, you want to implement a healthy lifestyle, you realize that detox is not about 12 days, then you can enroll into natural health immersion. And once you are in natural health immersion, you automatically do the detox. So you don't need to pay twice. You can only become a member and then you do the whole natural detox. But if you are not a member, you can just pay for the detox a one-time of payment. So I will stop here and take any questions from you. Any questions, any sharing that you have, any aha moments or insights that came as you were listening to this. So let me take that. So you can raise your hand if you want to say something. If you have a question, raise your hand and I will unmute you. If you don't know how to raise your hand, just type there on the chat box that you have a question or you want to say something, and I will go ahead and unmute you so that you can comment. And I want to acknowledge Bosakutleng. Bosakutleng is she, I don't know if say he or is she. I see that there's a message that she typed there. She's saying, well, I hope to get tips on living a healthy lifestyle and how to align my body, my mind, body, and soul. I want to stay on top of my game this year. You are welcome, you are in the right place. This is where we stay on top of the game, and this year we are really taking it to another level. So we want to really bring more attention and more awareness to living a healthy lifestyle. So you are welcome. So anyone, raise your hand if you want to say something. And I will unmute you or type there in the chat box. Then I also see there's also Rudy, also all the way from Maung. She's also on the line. Okay, the others, earlier on I asked people to share where they are coming from and what they hope to get from this. So if you have not shared, this is an opportunity that you can type. I can see there is Kilebukile Baliki there. Tell us where you are joining in from Kilebukile and what you hope to get. And there is Marang as well. There is Techno R6. I don't know who that is. I think it's a phone. So Techno R6, can you also share and tell us where you are calling in from and what you hope to get from this webinar? So if there are no more, if there are no questions, I will continue to recap and close the call off. But I'll check the chat box again. So if there's anything that is new, go back there. So I just want to recap what I shared with you, that the first step for you, someone asked, Lilo asked where to start. I recommend that you start with the all natural 12-day detox, which is going to help you to incorporate real food into your diet, real healthy habits into your diet for 12 continuous days. And that will give you a good start. And you won't be overwhelmed. We will guide you along the way. We will support you. There will be other people alongside supporting and holding you accountable. And this program is $97 US or 1.1 pula, but for a limited time, from now until the 31st of January, is US $45 or 550 pula. And then you can get that on our website, or you can send us an email at support@thathealthylifestyle.co. Or if you want, you are in it for the long haul, then you can join our Natural Health Immersion membership program. It runs for 12 months. You get support, daily support, weekly support in terms of both your mind, your body, your health. And it's valued at $45 US, which is roughly 550 pula. But and it includes 4 12 days all natural detox 4 times a year, 7-day gut health, clutter cleanse program, and 28 days of mindfulness. So on top of the program, you are going to get these other programs as well, because this one, the detox, you are going to detox your body, the gut health, you are going to fix your leaky gut or repair it. Clutter cleanse, you are going to cleanse your home. 20 days of mindfulness, you are going to cleanse your brain. You are going to become more mindful. So these are going to help you incorporate most of the things that I actually talked about today. And this, I mentioned that it is discounted to $32 US, which is around 350 pula per month if you want to join the membership. So go ahead and go to the website. The special offers are limited until that time. When the time expires, the time will change back to, the price will change back to the normal price. So you want to take advantage of that. Okay, Luda is saying, I'm so thrilled up, I'll take the long-term one. Yes, the change is a process. You know, most of the time people associate change with an event. An event like a webinar is going to help raise your awareness. It's going to help you see the black spots, see where you have been falling short, see where you have been doing well, but it's not going to take you to the next level. You know, for you to go to the next level on the top of your game, you need to engage in a process that will help you implement one day at a time all of these things. That will support you, that will hold you accountable so that you don't get discouraged and fall back. Like every time what we do in the beginning of the year, we set goals, we set New Year resolutions, and by February and March, we have failed doing them and we give up. We wait for another year, and the cycle continues until 5 years have gone and you still have not made anything else. So you want to stay closer to the fire. Proximity is important. You want to engage in a process so that we are able to do that. So with that, I will call it a night. If there are no questions, I will, let me see, there's another chat there in the box. And Lilo is saying, I'm doing the 350 per month one. You are welcome, Lilo. That will really help you to take things one step at a time, and it will give you the support that you need, because adopting a healthy lifestyle means unlearning habits that we have learned over a long, long period of time, and we are not going to get rid of them overnight. So we require that process to actually be able to do that. So if you are joining the membership, or whether you are doing the healthy detox, we start with the healthy, we start with the detox, you know. That's the first one that we are going to do. We are going to start around the 17th of February. We will do that 14-day and that 12-day detox, while at the same time continue with the menstrual health immersion program. So we will start at the same time. Some will just do the detox, and others will continue doing the year-long program. So with that, I will say thank you so much. Good night. If you are in my time zone where it's already night, I know that in other parts of the country it's still afternoon, so they haven't yet moved into the evening. For some of you, it's going to be in the morning. So wherever you will be watching this recording to, I'm saying good night because in my time zone, it is at night now. So it's time to go to sleep. It's just a few minutes after 8. So with all that, I will say good night for all of you who are in the time zone. And okay, Sakuteng said we appreciate the knowledge and the support that you have shared with us today. We hope for more webinars as we get back to our goals. Thank you, Coach. You are welcome, Sakuteng. This year I'm going to be doing a lot of webinars, so there are no excuses whether you are in Maun, you are in Palape, you are in Namibia, Zambia, Zimbabwe, South Africa, China, India. There is no excuse nowadays, really, because technology has broken down the barrier gap, so you can plug in from wherever you are. And I'm grateful. Thank you so much for all of you who joined outside Gaborone, those who are in Maun, those who are in Palape. There are a number of people who logged in from this time from some from Zambia, who enrolled, some from Namibia, some from South Africa. So thank you so much for taking the time to do this. It shows that you are committed to your health, and I hope to see you in the detox or in the initial health immersion. If not, we'll see you in the other programs that we are going to continue rolling out this year. Thank you so much, and goodbye, all of you, and good night. Thank you.